My name is Ryan Moran, and I live in Ward 1 around Queen Street right now. So in Hamilton, I am a co-founder and partner at Commotion Group. So Commotion Group, we just started up, we're about just over a year old now. So we operate 2 co-working spaces in Hamilton, Commotion on King, just down the street, and Commotion 302, formerly Platform 302. So we're based in not necessarily just co-working spaces, but in how do we make collaborative spaces within and across different industries. So there's 6 of us now who are co-owners, and 4 of us specifically who are the co-founders who started Commotion. We kind of came from the young professional scene, so being sort of a millennial crowd, the millennial sort of generation is having a lot of challenges in terms of finding that same sort of job security and job placement that other generations have found. So especially Joe, so one of our co-founders, starting Platform 302, now Commotion 302, we saw that immediate pickup, particularly of younger professionals wanting to work in a co-working space or just wanting to eke out their own hustle, so to speak. So we saw that as being an ideal market to create commotion within. So when you look at, say, Toronto, and you look at Liberty Village, or you look at the distillery, and the successes that have been able to be achieved there, there's tons of places in Hamilton that could be so similar to that, and that you could work with in such the same way. And I think we're still kind of approaching the ability to think like that, and that's the big challenges. I guess what I would like to see happen along the Barton Street and Kenilworth corridors is much more of a support for small business development. There are obviously a lot of small businesses there, but you do see that struggling, and you don't see sort of the larger scale sort of community buy-in to, say, particularly Kenilworth, as you do to even, say, Ottawa. So you go down west a couple blocks and you see a lot of people frequenting Ottawa and the development of the Ottawa identity. But in terms of Barton and Kenilworth, it's lagging a bit by comparison. So I think whether it's the city, whether it's community groups, really need to focus on how do we bring people into that area? How do we support small businesses in that area? How do we support people who have creative ideas of how to reinterpret that area? And also how to do it on a very accessible and sustainable level. So as opposed to, say, ramping up real estate values or commercial values that would then price people out of that area, how do you do it from also a very grassroots model that makes sure that it's developing out of the community, but for the betterment of the community?